you asked really nice.
Oh, you just said if you
No, you can get in the picture.
You said you want to kiss
In the
You
picture.
just said that.
No.
You just said it.
In
I
the
did not say that.
In the picture.
The
What about the picture? All right, good night. Have a good night.
Good night.
You look like a dick on camera.
Yes.
Great. That was
Yes,
great.
he does.
That was great. I got it on
Turn
camera.
fucking
Can I take
down.
a Yo, what up, Nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here, reporting live from Budapest, Hungary. About to give you guys another personal video of mine with my low voice because Crazy Face is sleeping. Now, the 3 clips you just saw have Andre in it. Andre is, he's still kind of a friend of mine, but he was a very close friend of mine for years and years since we were kids, on and off, and he's top 3 biggest influences of my whole life. Whether not saying if good or bad, I'm just saying he influenced me in many ways. Over the years we hung out as friends, and this is one personal video about him, but I guarantee you there'll be at least 5 more, because we got to do this. I'm gonna do this party video about him. I'm gonna do the my other friends versus him kind of thing video. I'm gonna do a video on how he owed Big Perm some money, Big Worm, like from Friday. He had that problem and what happened with it. It was a crazy story about our friendship as kids, and then I'll probably do how our friendship ended. I'll do all of those on this guy because we spent a lot of time together, and I'll probably do when we went to church, all this stuff. I have a lot to make with this guy. It's going to be real interesting, so stay tuned. Make sure you like and comment this video if you like hearing my personal story, so you're automatically added to my circles. Because I'm telling you guys, I'm going to make private videos soon about certain people that I don't want everyone to see. So if you want to be a part of that list, all you have to do is like and comment at least 2 videos a day or something. That's it. Then you're added because it thinks you watch them all the time. You know what I mean? So let's get to it. Andre. Now, I'm not going to start from the beginning of our friendship. I'm just going to start from basically when we first started to party together. Now, let me just quickly describe the 3 clips I just showed to you. One clip you saw was of him trying to kiss some girl with really big boobs. Well, that was when we were hanging out, and where the hell were we? We were on West 4th Street in New York City, and we were hanging out there, and he was drunk trying to get his thing on, and he got rejected. The next clip, with him dancing to the NYPD thing, that shit was crazy. We were literally running because he didn't have any money for the train, and we were just being energetic at the time. We had energy, so we literally decided to run from 14th Street, from Webster Hall, all the way to 58th Street to go to a club called Iguanas. And on the way there, running at top fucking speed, some girls were just having mad fun and randomly stopped him and started, grinding on him. And I just filmed it. It was so random, and mad black dudes were looking and getting mad. So I was like, dude, let's get out of here. And then we left. And I don't remember the other clip I showed, but it was us in a club. That was me, Andre, wilding out, and my other 2 real close friends. That's my crew right there. And I just close friend Steve, the black guy with the glasses, that's crew. And Shabu, the lighter skinned guy, kind of big, he's crew too. That's like the hat I wear with that symbol. It's those guys. That's my crew, right? So day one niggas basically. And so now I gotta start from where I left off with me and my ex-girlfriend. How when my first girlfriend ever, like when she broke up with me, you know, I got depressed. So I'm gonna start right there. You know, I got real depressed. You know, I was a weightlifter. I lifted a lot of weights when I was younger, but once she left me, I got depressed. I couldn't eat food. I threw up a lot, and you know, I couldn't sleep, and I was just a wreck. And that's when Andre, just out of nowhere, he's just like, dude, you know, you're being all depressed and sad. Why don't you just try coming outside? And I was like, what do you mean? Just try coming outside doing stuff. And I was like, oh, really? You really want to do what we were considering 2 weeks ago? He's like, yeah, let's go party and stuff. I think you need it. Because 2 weeks prior to this whole thing, it was a Friday night. And we just never really partied together. We just spent time together because no homo. There was, before me and my girlfriend broke up, me and him were just happy just being together. No homo. Like we played video games, we'd hang out without partying or drinking. We didn't need it. You know, we just hung out with each other, talk, make music, whatever. Like we were just cool with each other, right? And then 2 weeks before the breakup thing, it was a Friday night, and like 1 o'clock in the morning, no, like midnight, Friday night, we go to some pet store that's open 24/7 or whatever, and like we were kind of bored that night, and so we ended up midnight on a Friday night at a pet store, and there was this big ass turtle on the floor, and then he just like kind of kicks the turtle lightly and goes, here, turtle, 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 and then something just hit me, and I said, damn dude, it's Friday night, we're both 21 and over, we're hanging out with a turtle, kicking it and trying to get it to do tricks. I think it's time we really need girlfriends. Now at this time I had a girlfriend, but we really weren't seeing each other, and that's how we broke up like a week later. So because of that night, we decided that we need to do more with our life than just kick turtles on Friday nights, because that wasn't cutting it. So he takes me, first place he takes me is Webster Hall, blah blah blah. I told all that stuff. We went to Webster Hall, we met girls, had fun, blah blah blah. But here's some back info on this. When it came to money, I was in control. This dude had no money. He never had money. Like, I literally took care of this dude. Like, not even trying to, like, I could have wrote him off for my taxes. Not even trying to fuck with him. He wore my clothes. I cooked food for him. Like, when he couldn't stay home, whatever, he could stay at my house, you know, and whatever he needed, drinks or something, I always bought it, because I was always wanting the money. He never had anything. You know what I mean? But in exchange, I kind of let him teach me the game of, you know, flirting, partying, and drinking. You know, I let him show me that in exchange for all the things I was doing for him, you know what I mean? And a lot of people in the neighborhood just didn't like him. They never liked him. A lot of people in my neighborhood just didn't, and to this day don't like him. You know, a lot of people in the neighborhood, I'm not saying I'm the most beloved character in the neighborhood, but I am one of the most trusted. That's how I was. No one, like, if someone steals something from you, I'm the last person anyone will come to, unless they come to me and say, hey, do you know who stole this? You know, no one ever says, like, people trusted me with the most amazing things ever in that neighborhood. Phil, can you sit at my house for 4 days? I'm leaving. Can you do this? Can you drive my car over there? It's a brand new Maserati. Just, that's how people trust me in that neighborhood. You know, I was never one to do bad things, and that's how I was growing up. Whenever people did bad things, including Andre, you know, I never wanted to participate, and it kind of made people laugh at me, but they learned to appreciate it as we started getting a little older into our upper teens. People really appreciated that, and they started fucking with me more because I never did bad things like them. You know, I've never been to jail, never been to court really in America, none of that stuff. So that was that. And a lot of people just really didn't like him, but you know, I still hung out with him, and I really didn't care. Now, some of the most crazy, one of the craziest things that happened when we went out to party was we went out to drink with his ex and another girl. Now, when I first saw his ex, she was bad. Dude, I mean, she was bad. No, if she weren't a mom right now, I would upload her photo, but I respect it because she's a mom, so I'm not going to do that. But she is a mom right now, and so is the other girl who came over. And what happened was, when I saw her, we were near my house. And I was like, all right, you know, it was me, her, and Andre. And this was his first love. They broke up. They weren't together at the time we all met with each other, all three of us. But she was like, hey, you should come hang out with us, Phil. You seem like a nice dude. I was like, no, you know, I'd rather not. And she's like, don't worry, I'll call a friend. So, and he called his friend too. So it was me, Dre, which is the white dude I'm talking about, his white friend Matt, and then these two girls, his ex, and then the female friend. So we're all hanging out and stuff, and next thing you know, we're getting drunk. So we decide, to go do something. So basically, me, Dre, and the two girls, we decided to go out somewhere, just somewhere in private, basically. We decided to go somewhere in private. And my friend Steve, the one you guys saw in the clip, my friend Steve, the one you guys saw in the clip, the black dude with the glasses, this dude is never on time for anything. He is never on time for anything. I mean anything. This dude's always late. But this one day I called him and said, yo, bro, yo, I need you. I'm in a car right now with two girls. We need a place to go. Where you at? That's what I told him. And he said, meet me at my other place in 10 minutes. Now, for him, whenever he said 10 minutes, dude, that was literally maybe an hour. Not exaggerating, this dude was always late. But long behold, because there were two chicks, this dude was there on time. He walked, I would say ran a total of maybe 30 blocks. And this is a big heavyset guy. He ran a total of 30 blocks in about 10 minutes. He was gone. Or maybe even like 35, 40. He was gone in 10 minutes. And he was ready, smoking a cigar, just ready to let these girls in the house see what happens. So basically, we get inside, we party, and I notice his ex is hitting on me. She's hitting on me, and I'm like, dude, you know your ex, she's kind of hitting on me. I know you're a crazy party animal. He tells me all the crazy things he's done, all the girls he slept with, and the threesomes, foursomes. And I was new to that stuff. At this time I probably lost my virginity maybe 2 years prior. So I was a little shy, but I could do it, but I was still new to that stuff. I didn't know all those sex rules too much. But I remember asking the dude, I was like, yo, if your ex keeps hitting on me and something happens, would you be upset? He said no. Asked him in the car. He said no. We got to the place, asked him again. He said no. He kept saying no. He just kept saying no. And I'm like, okay, so it would be fine. He goes, yes. So long story short, something happens between me, his ex, and the other girl. And it's not only that something happened, he watched it happen. He watched. So after that, everything was absolutely fine with us. There was never an issue with it. No one ever really brought it up or something. Maybe he brings it up once in a while as a joke. But it was never, ever a deal. Because we were still boys. We were still homies. We were like black and white brothers. We were still together every day doing everything for each other. But long behold, as certain things happened and our friendship kind of split, you know how sometimes you're not really mad at someone or something. You just stop hanging out. So you kind of may say bad things about the other person a little bit just because you have different lives now. So you feel because that person doesn't speak to you so much, they might have a problem with you, So that's kind of what happened between me and him, at least from his point, because he started telling people that, he fucked my ex-girlfriend and started saying all this stuff. And so some people actually started looking at me as a bad person, but he fails to mention, because I always mention everything. He fails to mention that I asked this dude at least 3 times, even on camera, that is it okay if something happens? And this dude kept saying yes. To this day, he doesn't deny that. He doesn't deny that. And he won't deny it because he knows it's true. So that is just one party foul, I guess, I've done when partying and hanging out with this guy. And it was the first time I was thinking maybe I'm fucked up. But whenever I asked Steve about it, Steve would be like, dude, shut the fuck up. It's not your fault. He's a dumbass. He an idiot. You asked him. He said, yeah, she got smashed. Move on. That's how Steve took it. That's how Steve is. He's a real nigga. He'll tell you things in a split second, whether you're his boy or not. He'll tell you to shut up if he feels you're being stupid. And most of the time, he's right with those things. There was one time where Steve bugged out on me for no reason, but I'll make a video on that separately. So after this situation, let me think of more party stuff. Me and this is fact right here. Me and Andre, this was maybe 2009. No, just after that. I was living in Queensbridge. This was 2010, early 2010. I really wanted to become popular or famous. I wanted to travel. And me and him, we both really loved Ukrainian girls. That was our thing. And it's so ironic that tomorrow I'm going to Ukraine in real life, which is crazy. But we really love Ukrainian girls. So we sat down and we had a talk, and I was like, yo, man, we do all this partying, we meet all these girls. How can we use this in a positive way to make something of ourselves? So we came with an idea to make YouTube channels based on pretty girls like talking to us and dancing and twerking and all that. So basically we were just going to round up a bunch of girls that we know or we date or whatever, get them on camera, talk to them, not like do porn or anything. We were thinking of that too, but not on YouTube. But on YouTube we do things like advertise sexy girls, like, hey, you want to see more with her, go here, go to this website, blah blah blah. That's what we were planning. You know, we were planning to do adult film or something, but we didn't know much about the law behind it. So until we knew the law, we would just like have pretty girls, like how to kiss this pretty girl, how to kiss that kind of pretty girl, you know, things like that. Like just basically teenage sexual shit on YouTube. And our project was called No Sleep Till Ukraine, because what we wanted to do was get so popular that we can either afford to go to Ukraine or we get invited to go to Ukraine. That was our plan. That's what the whole YouTube idea was about. It was for us to be able to go to Ukraine and see the most beautiful women in the world. Because it sounded like a movie thing. So we thought it would happen. You know how in movies they have those, yeah, man, we love this, we love that. Oh, it's never going to happen. Don't say that. Don't give up on your dream. That's how we took it. So we really, really felt that one day, once we opened our YouTube channel, that it would lead us to Ukraine. But then he started dating some lady, some older Russian lady, and he spent way too much time with her, and I'm trying to exchange ideas with him. You know, he wasn't really coming to my side. He wasn't seeing me 50-50. He was just like, yeah, you know, I'll be there, but right now I'm doing this, right now I'm doing that. And I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And so he just kind of blew it off. So I started YouTube on my own, and that's how I'm here. You know, that's how all this happened. This whole YouTube shit basically started from me looking at him and saying, dude, let's make a YouTube channel. We'll call it Phil and Dre, or Dre and Phil YouTube channel, but the project between us will be called No Sleep Till Ukraine. And now tomorrow I'm going to Ukraine, and he's in the same spot. Same spot, same situation. He was even living in my apartment when I left here. We were charging him $110 a month for an apartment in New York City. $110 a month. He was late on rent numerous times. $110 a month. And I'm like, dude, you're having problems with $110 a month? Do you know how many people would kill to have an apartment $110 a month? All I want you to do is pay $110, take care of the cats, and you have a place to live without your mom yelling at you every 5 seconds. And he could barely handle that. So it's like, I think he's still a party animal, but I think he parties so much that he doesn't get his real life together. All he focuses on is partying and having fun and smoking and shit. And I'm gonna get to the story about him, about us and Big Worm. If you watch Friday, you know Big Worm. Me and him, it was damn near the same shit. You know how Smokey got Craig involved with Big Worm? I'm gonna give you the story about that one, because that one has a real fucked up ending, and I'm gonna let you guys know. So this was just a quick story of me and Andre about us partying and shit together, and I hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it. There'll be more with Andre. Trust me, he's a very interesting character. I can't make this shit up. This dude is just gold, and I'm gonna give you guys more, and that's basically it, man. I'm out. Later.